I'll just go down to the bottom of the chat. Good evening, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, absolutely welcome to this Zoom, because we are working directly with the incredible Council of Atlantis in order to activate your Ascension Blueprint.
We are indeed. Now, every soul, every single one of you on the Ascension pathway has a blueprint laid out. Like this is preset, it's agreed to before we incarnate. Now, this is a guided pathway, which is for the highest calling, as we are now exactly in the middle of the most incredible transition.
Oh, and you all know that, I'm sure. And you may have memories of Atlantis or a feeling of being connected there. And you may have directly assisted with the experiment from spirit, which of course a lot of us have done, or been helping from the higher ascended realms. But now, right now, in order to come to Earth, you've responded to one of the greatest clarion calls that's ever gone out into the universe. And this is one of the greatest in the entire galactic history. So this is an incredible time.
Unique.
Yeah,
Absolutely unique. It's one of the questions, and I keep asking myself this at the moment, is are you ready for the next phase? You know, like what we've got coming in, what's coming up next. And in our previous Zooms, we have cooperated with the higher councils of light around our universe, and also the Council of Earth, which they're all unique and incredibly powerful, bringing different things to the table. Now, all of these councils also worked directly with the Council of Atlantis that oversaw the running of a very finely tuned society which endeavored to exist on Earth to leave only golden footsteps. Now, this was their words. I love that when that came through. This was their endeavor to leave only golden footsteps. Now, this was achieved for 1,500 years, but as many of you know, Atlantis fell after the vibration dropped. And those powers that created that drop still exist on Earth to this day.
And everything you're experiencing in your lifetime is part of the divine plan. Your plan was written on a golden parchment in a multitude of light languages. So these are things that come through that you may not be able to see written down, but we know them and translate them. And they are currently being translated by many, many light workers who are tuning in and actually receive the vibration of that light language. You may simply know what to do instinctively because you are tuned in very often without realizing that you are being tuned in. And though you're carrying out your duties, your roles, whatever you're meant to be doing, without actually knowing that you're doing so. Do you agree with that, Tim?
I do, Diana.
I think so many more people are doing what they're meant to be doing and keep thinking, what am I meant to be doing?
It's like a driven instinctive process where you think that you should be doing more, but in actual fact, you're exactly where you are doing what you should be doing at the moment.
I think that all the time, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm always thinking,
constantly.
Please
It's like
show me what more I can do.
Push sort of thing. So it's very interesting how it's all working, so coordinated, so meticulously planned, while it looks quite messy at the same time to an untrained eye. So it is now time for the Atlanteans to unite once again to bring the Atlantean Ascension Blueprint into our reality so that Earth may ascend from the lower vibrations and shine throughout the cosmos with a bright golden light.
And we're about to travel back to Golden Atlantis, that incredible time, and meet not all, but most of the members of the Council of Atlantis in the primary temples of Golden Atlantis. And you're going to receive an aspect of your divine blueprint. And this will light you up and become the foundation for the next step in your pathway.
So are you ready? Because off we go. So wherever you are in the world now, just completely relax, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether it's raining. Just take a few moments to clear your bodies and fields. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And repeat this another 2 times. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Once again, in through your nose, out through your mouth.
And now take a breath that activates your heart center. See or sense or feel it light up, a bright golden white light.
And allow another breath to expand your heart. As you breathe in, see your heart expanding. And on the out breath, the energy creates a ball of liquid gold, white and pink light.
And now, as you breathe in, be aware that your heart is now in charge. It has surrounded your bodies and your fields in the most beautiful iridescent vibration. It mixes and merges with your golden 5th dimensional Merkaba. And your Merkaba now begins to spin faster and faster.
You are now surrounded in a sphere of sacred, geometric Merkaba heart light. This is capable of traversing time, space, dimensions, and other forms of higher reality. Just take a few moments to completely relax within it. And feel all your personal vibrations soaring as you become lighter and finer and free of any physical worries or constrictions that you might have brought with you tonight.
Within your incredible heart Merkaba, set the intention to travel to golden Atlantis, to the peak of that incredible era, a time when everyone lived in a joyful 5th dimensional light community. You may want to state aloud or in your head, I and your name. Now travel back to the golden era of Atlantis. I call upon the Atlantean Council and the highest realms to be my loving guides.
Now, as you speak these words, the most amazing turquoise light begins to form in front of you. It is so pure and so bright that you can see the light mixing with the golden white of your heart Merkaba. Now, as you watch, the light intensifies, but it also begins to take on a humanoid shape with the brightest, most beautiful electric blue-white eyes. And these are shining directly into the fabric of your soul.
A gentle and powerful voice fills your head as the ninth dimensional cosmic master, Lord Kumikar, introduces himself to you. I am here as your guide, my beloved one. Every step you take on this path is a gift to yourself, others around you, and the beautiful planet you live upon. Firstly, I offer you a gift from my realms of light. Your key to travel totally freely throughout the fifth dimensional sanctuary of Golden Atlantis.
Lord Kumikar presents you with the most amazing, shimmering, bright blue topaz stone that is faceted beyond count. He cups it with reverence within his hands before placing it between your throat chakra and your heart. The stone lights up with a line of blue, which appears to link your heart chakra to your throat. And a pulse wave of energy travels back and forth between these two chakras.
As the energy gift settles in, begin to see it forming a cloak around you. A magnificent topaz turquoise cloak of radiant light. It's right round you now. Within this, you can travel anywhere in the highest realms. Not just for today. This cloak of light will serve you for all time. Thank Lord Kumikar for the gift.
It is time to travel, he says. And with these words, your cloak lights up, and your heart Merkaba turns turquoise gold. You feel subtle movement as you are gently traveling through time and space. Now, before long, you just feel yourself beginning to gently slow as you have moved between where you were in your present time to arrive in Golden Atlantis.
And your heart Merkaba begins to slow its spin. And you find yourself on the top of a most beautiful hill, looking down upon lush green valleys filled with green grass and flowers. A fast-moving stream flows to your left, and you decide to follow it. Breathe in the scent and vibration of the air around you. It is crystal clear, filled with life, vitality, and balance.
Just allow yourself a few moments to acclimatize to this beautiful vibration. Really feel your feet standing on the grass of Golden Atlantis. Ground your energy in there. And as you do so, you notice that directly in front of you is the most amazing construction. A vast but intricately built pyramid constructed of rose quartz and other natural materials. These were used to amplify the unconditional love flowing from the heart of Venus.
And standing outside the temple is a beautiful lady wrapped in a soft pink gown. It shifts and shimmers in light. For a second, see it covered in wondrous, bright, golden light language. And then it returns to pink again. Smiling radiantly, she opens her arms and you hug heart to heart.
Lady Venus wraps you in her most loving embrace. Really feel your heart centers lighting up. Feel that pure unconditional love flowing from her to you. Then she is inviting you to join her in the temple of love. You see that there is soft pink light shining through the ceiling, and you notice exquisite rose petals that appear to fall out of nowhere. They're landing on your skin and on your feet. The two of you appear to be completely alone, and she invites you into her private space within the apex of the pyramid.
You are here to collect some keys, I understand, she asks. You nod in return as you understand her question and realize she was expecting your visit. I have something very important for you. I have kept it sacred for over 10,000 years. You and humanity are now ready for your key of the higher heart.
You notice that Lady Venus is wearing a white golden sash, and upon that golden sash is a flat locket binding. She touches it, and it opens with a melodious ping. Within it is a small but exquisitely carved golden key, which she then holds. And as she does so, it lights up like a sprite.
Lady Venus offers you the key to place in your heart. If you accept this key for your blueprint, take a few moments to feel your heart lighting up. All 33 chambers open simultaneously. Also see another aspect of it within the center. A portal of higher love is now opening within your heart center. Within it lies the connective map to all the higher constellations of light.
Now, in this moment, you realize that you are a key holder for the highest frequencies of love in our known universe. As you raise your vibration on your ascension pathway, you will radiate this incredible love in a field, and it is so powerful, so alchemizing, that all lower frequencies around it will rise to its frequency immediately.
And you accept another beautiful hug from Lady Venus. Just feel it. And leave the temple of love glowing. As you walk through the valleys of golden Atlantis, feel the air becoming cool and still. You can hear every chirp and slight echo reverberating around you. Huge rock faces tower above you, with trees high above them, and waterfalls spilling for hundreds of meters below.
Take a deep breath in. Breathe this air in. Feel your presence here. Before you stands the most incredible temple built from quartz and other natural materials. You hear a bass-like thrumming coming from the building as you begin to walk towards it. You can notice and feel that each cell of your body is reverberating with the healing sonics. And it is almost as if you can feel the cells of your body becoming lighter and lighter as you move closer towards it.
The importance of sound was taught by the high priests and priestesses to early Atlanteans as a fast way to establish and maintain very high frequencies. Sound can change the frequency of a solid object, turn it into something beautiful with sonic resonance. The method was also used for healing.
Now, standing outside of this magnificent temple is a tall and noble-looking soul in a deep night blue and golden robe. He smiles at you and introduces himself as Ascended Master Rakowski. Now, his love for the arts were rooted in the sound art of this temple, and he invites you to step inside with him.
And when you enter the temple, it is majestic and magnificent. The interior of the temple is designed to amplify sound. It's an amphitheater filled with crystals placed to vibrate and thrum with the energies.
Ascended Master Rakowski smiles at you, and he opens his arms. He speaks no words, but a deep Om emanates from his throat chakra. And immediately, all of the crystals light up and they begin to vibrate at exactly the same pitch. You feel almost as if the core of your soul is being lit up to match with this vibration.
He invites you to join his tone. As you do so, feel your throat chakra lighting up. And a beautiful blue light begins to shine from your throat. As you get more comfortable, you realize that all restrictions and blockages from the fall of Atlantis are being removed. Take a moment to allow this to happen.
And just really feel that within your throat. Feel all of the restrictions and the blockages.
Know that we are all linked, throat to throat. We're all helping each other raise the vibration.
And at this point now, you thank Master Rakowski, and you leave the temple with your throat chakra free and completely glowing.
And the temples of sound and healing collaborated closely. Priests and priestesses would harmonize their work together to produce powerful methods of healing. And the intention always was to bring a person into alignment with their true divine blueprint.
You continue your journey, and after a short hike from the sound temple, you come to an incredible, soaring, pure white temple shot with bright green emerald gold veins of the most crystalline light. Outside this temple stands the kindest looking soul that you have met for a very long time. She is dressed in the purest white with bright emerald symbols on her robe. This is the ascended goddess master Lumina, who represented this temple as Elohim in physical form.
She smiles at you dazzlingly, inviting you into the temple of healing. Inside, it is an epitome of tranquility. You are invited to sit on a vibrant bed of emerald by Lumina. She is singing softly to herself. And as you sit on the emerald bed, you imagine it to be an Atlantean lullaby.
Within seconds, you are drifting into a deep, healing sleep. On the bed of emerald, it lights up with the soft tones of Lumina's voice. As you rest, the DNA and the meridians within your body align to the highest vibration of the blueprint that is available to you.
As everything within you clicks into place, a myriad of bright emerald green symbols begin to flash before your eyes. Lumina's voice in your mind tells you these are Atlantean healing symbols gathered from the highest points of light within the cosmos. And suddenly they merge into one master symbol. This now ignites over your bodies with an explosion of light. And you feel a knowledge of higher healing begin to awaken within you.
Now Lumina's voice gently tells you that the future of human healing lies within this knowledge. Take it back with you and act upon the higher guidance that you, from this point onwards, will be given. You place your hand on your heart and you thank her, and you leave the temple of healing. Now, the temple of truth was constructed of pure white quartz to reflect the purity of Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel worked directly with the Atlanteans to assist them to bring truth and order into their lives. Such was the purity of this temple that the chakras of the priests glowed with an iridescent white light, indicating that they had evolved to the higher level of the fifth dimension. Truth is the integral core of a spiritual being and raises the vibration. This temple brought transparency to everyone in Atlantis, and it allowed the people living there complete honesty in all that they engaged with.
And now you're aware of a pure white unicorn appearing beside you. And you stroke it and connect with it. And it offers you to get onto its back. And you are whisked away to another, more remote area of Atlantis. You can see it in the distance from your unicorn. The Temple of Truth stands alone on top of a hill surrounded by trees. The unicorn takes you down, and you step off it and enter the incredible, vast white temple. You are immediately calmed by the intimate and peaceful vibration of diamond clarity. Take a few moments to drink this in.
Ascended goddess Astrea now stands before you. For a moment, she is herself, but then she forms into a diamond mirror that reflects you back in glowing perfection. What do you see before you? Goddess Astrea is reflecting to you the Atlantean Master Self that you are in the current process of embodying. If you feel ready now, say, I am ready, with confidence and authority. I am ready.
I am ready. Astrea smiles, then gently speaks. You have been this true, the true you all along. You have only forgotten your master self. Before the end of your cycle, you will stand as a name that will be spoken of in years to come. We honor you.
You place your hand on your heart again and you thank Goddess Astrea. Her unicorn offers you its back again and you soar upwards. This time you feel as if you are travelling a bit further as you head to a northern part of Atlantis. As you land, you set down in a beautiful area of wild countryside. The air is soft and warm around you with a gentle breeze. Your unicorn nudges you with its nose, and you set off down a gravel pathway towards a very special place. Now, the Temple of Animals honoured and revered all sentient beings. The Atlanteans knew that animals were special souls that incarnated here from all parts of the universes. The animals of the Golden Era were all chosen for the experiment to support the humans in their role here.
And the Temple of Nature is one of the most beautiful structures of Atlantis. It's set in glorious woodland. And in the temple, all aspects of natural law are shown to show Atlanteans how to respect the spirit of Earth.
Now, relaxing in the grass outside of the temples are two members of the Atlantean Council, and they have been waiting for you. Ascended Master Pan, representing the Temple of Nature, and Goddess Artemis for the Temple of Animals. They sit relaxing in the wildflowers strewn across the glade.
And the goddess Artemis sits stroking a wild rabbit that's cuddled on her lap. Her robes are a natural brown-green with a striking golden sash across her chest. Pan is resplendent in earthy golden suit, and he is very proud of it. As you stand, you realize he is over 7 foot tall. He towers above you. And the birds all begin to sing loudly in the trees. He smiles at you. He is beaming at you.
Pan speaks. Nature is one of the most powerful driving forces of your physical world. As you sow, so ye shall reap. He extends his arms in a sweeping gesture, and the birds become silent.
The goddess Artemis continues to stroke the beautiful rabbit. Then she offers it to you, smiling. Take it from her. It snuggles into your chest in an act of trust and love.
We are offering to you the most powerful aspect of the Atlantean Ascension Blueprint. On Earth, nature provides, and the animals work in harmony with the humans of the future. At this moment, the old ways are completely out of balance. Humans must learn how to live with the earth without taking too much. You must learn to provide for yourselves.
Pan nods his agreement and picks up a book from amongst the wildflowers. It is thick and bound with gold. Open the book Within it are texts to balance weather, nourish the earth, love the animals, and provide an abundance of food for every man, woman, and child on the planet.
Now, as you look at it, the book begins to glow, an amazing iridescent bright gold, and it begins to melt into your hands. For a few moments, just sense and feel this energy soaring around your body. It may travel in any direction. It could go up, it could go down, it could cover all of you. And then the energy begins to settle within the bright orange of your navel chakra. So feel the information. Feel this book of golden light and knowledge settling into your navel chakra. Pan speaks again. He says, Artemis and I will be activating this program that you are taking back over the next decade of Earth years. Be ready to respond to the callings that are given to you.
You thank them both and reluctantly leave the beautiful glade. You follow the path up a gentle rise, and soon another vast and mighty temple rises above the tree line, and you are approaching the Temple of Wisdom. You see a figure dressed in blue gold robes waiting to greet you.
The Temple of Wisdom and Knowledge, this highly revered temple, honoured the soul wisdom of all beings. The high priest and priestesses knew that true wisdom comes from many lifetimes of spiritual service filled with love. They believed that everyone has something to impart.
And standing outside with arms outstretched and a huge smile is the Ascended Master Kuthumi. He invites you into the beautiful temple and smiles as you look round at the awesome surroundings. Every single inch of space is filled with books and sacred texts in the languages of higher light.
Kuthumi speaks. He says, it is here that some of the curriculums for my great halls of learning are written and transmitted to the stars using crystal skulls. I've got something very special that needs to go back with you to your reality.
Lord Kuthumi reaches above his head and picks a scroll off the shelf. He unravels it and studies it like a university professor before handing it to you. It says, "The Galactic Compendium for Life in a Physical Form." He hands it to you.
Now, within the works are everything that the residents of the Sirius, Andromedan, and Lyran system experienced during their transition from 3D to 5D many aeons ago. This will come in very handy as you navigate the next Earth decade, says Lord Kuthumi. You are entering a vast territory that others had much longer to work through. You don't have much time, so take the light of this work back with you, and it will come to you when it is most needed.
You absolutely trust in your core that you have the information and knowledge and wisdom that you will need to help the planet forward. You thank the smiling master, and in the traditional greeting, you place your hands on each other's hearts and close your eyes for a few moments. Feel Lord Kathumi's love flowing into the center of your soul.
Now you walk from the Temple of Wisdom, and your unicorn takes you on a short ride to another temple to meet the council member for the one true light. This vast quartz temple was a pinnacle of technological advancement. Using crystal technology, it gathered light from all corners of the multiverse. This was then used to amplify the light bodies of the spiritual souls of Atlantis whenever they needed to make spiritual progress quickly.
As she swoops down through the clouds, you draw level with the most incredible feat of Atlantean technology, shining in the bright sunlight. The vast citrine pyramid glows and pulses with cosmic light and refracts it around the Atlantean continent. Standing at the base ready to greet you is Goddess Master Hera with an incredible glowing orb of gold in her hand. She wears bright golden robes and a crown of stars on her head.
Goddess Hera has been expecting you, and together you walk into the incredible temple that looks like a working city within. Within this temple, cosmic light is drawn in and it is distributed around Atlantis using gifts from the stars. Together you climb an interior staircase until you reach the top of the pyramid. It feels like a long way to the top.
You stand side by side and gaze upon golden Atlantis. What do you see? How do you perceive it? How does it feel to you? The goddess Hera offers to anchor your flow of light and your connection directly to this point in time, so you are always tuned into this golden period. If you accept her offer, just relax as she gently readjusts your chakra attunements using the golden orb she is carrying.
Now, for a few moments, you might feel every cell of your body beginning to jump shift with light. The flow of energy within this temple is so high that you might notice that the cells of your body tingle or even maybe fizz just ever so slightly. Your Ascension Blueprint is now fully aligned with the original blueprint that was set in Atlantis for future humanity, all misalignments that may have happened over the last 10,000 years are just being released and reset. Just breathe this light in and take a few moments to allow this to happen. Just feel yourself aligning fully with your original, your primary Ascension Blueprint.
And now it is time to leave this glorious place. Thanking Hera, you get back onto your unicorn and rise into the air, heading towards the southernmost coast. As you draw towards the Atlantic, you begin to descend towards the most beautiful aquamarine-colored dome on the shores of the sea. Waves are crashing all around you. The unicorn lands beside it. As you step off, you are greeted by Lord Kumikar once again.
Lord Humica's blazing topaz light illuminates the water, and he has clearly been chosen to represent this high-frequency temple. This temple worked closely with the flowing waters of ascended Neptune called Tutele. The priests and priestesses of the Temple of Neptune focused upon the ceaseless movement of energy from one space to another.
Here you will leave your trauma, memories, or attachments to the fall of Atlantis and give it back to the sea, Lord Kumikar says. You step forwards towards him, and he places his arm around you and leads you into the temple. Inside is pure aquamarine light and gives the impression of being underwater in the most beautiful undersea cave.
Now, with Lord Kumika, you sit in front of a vast blue-green crystal that is connected to the ascended aspect of Neptune called Tutele. Kumika asks you to close your eyes as you fully intend to leave all trauma of the fall behind.
Just focus on your breathing for a few moments. As the waves of Tutele's light and the vibration of Kumikar's topaz ray wash through you. Hidden within the fabric of your DNA are memories of the fall of Atlantis. Fear, trauma, sadness, and ultimately the fear of it ever happening again. Just relax, relax and breathe as you feel the ninth dimensional light washing these collective experiences from you.
Breathe in through your nose. And as you breathe out, release. Breathe in through your nose. As you breathe out, feel these experiences and the memories leaving your DNA. Breathe in through your nose. And as you breathe out, feel these memories leaving your chakras, your bodies, and your fields, until you are utterly shining with the highest and the brightest light. And just continue this breathing, just breathe and release. You slowly begin to refocus on Kumika, and you notice that you are filled with tiny points, millions of tiny points of aquamarine and topaz light. As they are doing their job, they are now just beginning to very gently fade, leaving you glowing, or an afterglow with your own bright light.
Take a deep breath right into your heart and exhale your new, fresh blueprint into reality. Do this again, deep into your heart. And as you exhale, your new, fresh blueprint is coming into reality. And a third time. Into your heart and manifesting your new, fresh blueprint on the out breath. Feel your higher vibration set permanently.
Now Lord Kumika stands in front of you, and he looks at you from top to bottom, and he nods his approval. Now together you leave the sacred temple of the sea, and outside your diamond unicorn awaits you. You climb on its back one last time, and you soar high into the air. Kumika flies alongside you as a bright ball of topaz light.
And you are now heading towards the Temple of Poseidon, sometimes known as the Cathedral of Sacred Heights, the greatest and most spiritual of all the temples of Atlantis. Built at the highest point on the Isle of Poseidon, it was inaccessible to Atlanteans until they mastered the art of levitation.
You land at the most incredible structure at the top, at the highest point at the Atlantean continent. It towers high above you into the clouds, majestic and glowing with beautiful symbols that have been gathered from around the cosmos.
Standing on the grassy slope outside the temple are the 9 members of the Atlantean Council that we have met. Smiling, they surround you with Lord Kumika. Each one speaks their own Atlantean blessing, and it activates within each of your 12 chakras. Just feel those blessings moving from your Earth Star, through your base, your sacral, your navel, your solar plexus, filled with the Atlantean blessings, your heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown, your causal, your soul star, and the very highest, your stellar gateway.
And now Lord Kimika smiles at you, and each one of the council bows to you. Before you begin the journey energetically back to your reality, just take a moment to thank each one of them as you prepare to leave your journey to Atlantis, and just notice how brightly you are glowing. You are lit up with the most incredible light.
And you may not be aware of the light that you're radiating, but be assured that the ascended realms can look down and see you glowing. For you now have the tools and ascension equipment gifted to the mightiest Atlanteans, and you are responsible to bring them back to your reality. Knowing that this is happening and you have contracted to take this into the world, feel yourself coming back into your body. Wriggle your toes, shrug your shoulders, feel yourself coming fully back in. And then when you're ready, open your eyes and smile. Wow, wow. It's amazing, isn't it? I just feel the energy.
I really felt that reset.
Coming in, yeah.
Really felt that reset. It's almost like something snapped.
Clicked. Well, that's what it was meant to do, wasn't it? Just to align.
Just clicked.
Can we make this bigger?
I think we might be able to make this bigger.
I think you just push it up.
If
leaving the citrine temple was very difficult. Yeah. It is amazing.
Oh, pop out. How do I do that?
I think
there it is.
Oh,
it's a bit bigger now. Oh, yay!
Thank you.
Oh, good. Cells
of your body were fizzy.
That's exactly what I had. It was very, very fizzy.
You wanted to cry when you met Pan.
Oh, lovely.
But you know, people don't see Pan so much. I met him once in the woods many years ago.
Did you?
Oh yeah. It was quite. Oh my God! What is this huge?
Who are you?
Being here?
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
So many images. Great. And you know, even if you didn't see or feel anything, something has shifted in you at the very center of your cells, and you're carrying a different energy now, bringing forward so much from Atlantis. And actually, this is all preparation for where we're going to.
Yeah.
Because the more we focus on where we're going and visualize it and feel it and carry the energy forward, the more quickly we're created. So, I mean, that's the magic of now. The Temple of Nature, you felt like home.
Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And it was interesting. I noticed that during...
Your throat was so active.
Yeah, my throat needed a bit of clearing as well. Yeah. It was definitely, I could definitely feel that around that.
Let me just hold up my Kimika ball. I presume people
wonderful.
Can see through this, yeah. Because he gave me this, and this is his energy. I always feel it's in here. How often can you do this? Look, as often as you feel right, use your intuition. I mean, usually with these things, you want to do it 2 or 3 times, and then one person might want to do it 6 times, somebody else might want to do it 20 times, somebody else might want to do it just once.
That's it.
It's entirely up to you.
Sometimes
feet were
resetting
burning.
it a couple of times is very effective.
Yes.
Like
You felt like an electric current. Well, coughing. So definitely they were working hard on the throat
the
chakra.
throat was big actually, because that's
well, it is at the moment. It's a big thing.
yeah. The collars
It's
take years to get rid of, and I was told that this is it. The collars are coming off, gone. So it was a big removal.
Yeah. Well, I know after I first connected with Atlantis, which was 20 years ago. For 10 years, I couldn't speak properly.
I find that
10 years I sought and sought to clear my throat.
Have you told that story about when you first went on stage, when you were first speaking about Atlantis and you lost your voice?
Oh, totally, utterly. Yeah. There were about 800 people there and I had no voice. And I had to whisper into the microphone. You could hear a pin drop. And actually, it was fantastic because everybody had to give it great attention. And that was the first time ever I spoke about Atlantis. But obviously the collar had gone very tight.
Very tight. They do go tight.
It did that for 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, bless you all. I'm glad you all enjoyed it so much.
Yeah. Oh, well, it was brilliant. It's hit your solar plexus. Well, great. So you're working to help
with South Africa. Yeah, definitely. I think that will be something that we can really work with in the Lion's Gate as well, is anchoring that light into anchoring the new light into South Africa.
And remember Uriel, Archangel Uriel, in charge of Africa. But South Africa is the solar plexus.
Yeah.
And he's helping. And I'm sending light to Cape Town too, because the Table Mountain there is a massive portal. And when that opens and the pyramids of Egypt open, the golden line down through Africa will ignite, and that will make a huge, huge difference.
It'll make a massive difference, won't it? Definitely.
You'll be in Avalon. Yeah. You felt your heart expanding, listening to the
Marianne's nodding off. It's good. It's okay to nod off, actually. Like, you take in so much, don't you? When you nod off. You really do.
I think you do. I think your guides are really helping you to get it deep into you at those points very often.
Absolutely. Now, we'll drink lots of water, everybody, wherever you are in the world, because you've taken a lot of light tonight. And we'll be sending out the recording very soon.
Yeah.
So thanks
everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Lots of love. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Night, everyone. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.